I'm talking about the big shot. Hit this old nigga leg and make his hip lock. Chill, Charlie, he hip hop. This nigga whole style is screaming thrift shop. You ever cook so much fucking coke in one night and made your wrist lock? You just acting with the spoon like Pac did in Gridlock. Kick the door down. Daddy's home. No, he not. I get the kid shot. While they watching Baby Shark, all you hear is doo-doo-doo-doo, then the kids drop. I got a big clock. Uploaded so many clips in 60 seconds, I woke up verified on TikTok. I'm Dolo. I'm Dolo. Posted up in my solo stance. You want to fight? Oh, take your best shot. And that was Solo chance. But as soon as Solo wins, him and his girl won't get a chance to hold no hands. You're going to be spinning in heaven by yourself. It's a solo dance. It's my fault. Put this nigga in a chair and try to electrocute him. If that don't work, then non-sports. I can write a fucking book about Star Wars, nigga. I'm a fly off. That means if this hand, if I move this hand solo, you're going to become a
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
40 shots at one time in a slow-mo rhythm, and I got a Dillinger with one shot and a bullet on a solo mission. Y'all let this motherfucker walk in battle rap and just say whatever. Add a fucking couple jokes in his bars and think that make it better. Meanwhile, I got to battle niggas like Loso in July. Got to make it cut. A Harlem nigga got to take this joke serious like Mason Beck. God didn't put me against Solo and Loso because I'm making cheddar. God put me against Solo and Loso because he appreciates the way I play with lettuce. What's the big debate?
The fantastic 4-in-1 pizza. Only $7.99 at Little Caesars.
Okay.
Pizza.
Okay, cool. Let's switch the pace. Because Loso technically is solo. All you got to do is switch the race. You dying in May, he dying in July. All you got to do is switch the dates. You dying in Michigan, he dying in New York. All you got to do is switch the state. Now, when I think about it, Solo is Loso. They just taking the L in a different... But you
last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on the A States. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
He enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't he?
Yeah, it was good. 4 touchdowns in 1 pick.
Now, you were upset about the pick. I didn't know if you were playing this week, but not if you were the head coach.
They got the win.
He had the win, so you got to give him another shot.
Give him another shot.
I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
That's why you asking
Lawrence going to put it up right away.
I don't care if Charlie Clips like peppermint patties with Mediterranean strawberries with chocolate chip. Lakers and rock. I don't care if Charlie had a shootout in broad daylight in the heart of Harlem and he survived. Lakers and rock. I don't care if Cos was on Wild 'N Out, friends with Jake Paul, RuPaul, Molly Mall, or Paul Gasol. Lakers and rock. You ain't heard Charlie? Timberwolves, Ant-Man, Rudy Gobert.
First and 10.
You got on solo versus Charlie Clips. Congratulations and you're welcome. My gun busts more often than seldom. Ratchet out for any loose rules, and you can get these nuts. Well,
Here's Lawrence.
This is business, never personal. That's because every person knew. Between both of us on stage, you're the only person new. Ha-ha moment. I really did it right this time. Fat bitch up here smelling like he got some shit on his mouth. So stop the joke. You up against me now, and you have got to close. 4-4, stop commotion, and 8 trays in the moving van, locked and loaded.
Really a solid start here
Y'all
in the
think
opening
this
drive.
nigga
He's now
outside? That's what
4-4,
my
and
block
they're
was
already in
on.
plus territory.
I think this nigga gonna come up here close-minded and get his topics flow. I can stand down, Jack. Leave your bitches round flat. And roundhouse slap this fucking loud out back. You pew-pew, ended, bow back. Ladder shoot, collapse roof, bitch. How about that? Ha-ha moment. This one is for the fam. I'm from a dangerous neighborhood. Every time I close my window, I hurt somebody's hand.
Finishes out the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
That's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Munching on the oak. I said don't move an
And
inch.
he'll elect
Not
not
even
to
one
run with it.
foot,
And a fair
Toby.
catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league.
While he was talking fast, I went in his
And you got
pocket
to think
slow.
that they've got to be feeling
Like
pretty
pay
fresh.
me or
You
pay
know,
the
coming off
doctor.
of the open
Better
week,
act
didn't
like
have
you
to
know.
play, right? Gives them a
Niggas
chance to
thought that they could
rest up a
hang
little
until
bit,
I broke
heal
the
some of those
menu.
aches and pains, and
You know the
excited
Locks
about
was the
playing
first to
again.
wild
That
out.
really rekindles things a little bit. I want to
That
see how
was
they
they
come
slogan.
out and establish
Broke
themselves
City,
here early.
the hood I'm
Bye week
from,
coming right
we
where
all
they want it
hope.
in the middle of the
And it's
schedule.
sad that you name yourself Clips, bitch, because that's
Here's
what bullets
Pacheco
go.
to begin the drive. And not much
I
to
don't
speak
battle
of.
rap, I
Call
get
it a
lectured.
1-yard gain
I
up
just
to the
happen to be
26.
landing here.
You look at this Jaguar defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number
I don't
18
battle rap,
against
I
the
get
pass.
lectured.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make
One
because
niggas was
they
iron.
know that
Two
going against a
niggas
team
got
of this
killed.
magnitude
When
and the way
3
that they're
niggas would
playing,
slap
they
me,
cannot
4
afford to let them
niggas
get
would
on a
pin.
roll or chip
And
away
5
at their
niggas,
time.
yeah, I said 5
to
niggas,
29.
tried to sync up. 5
This
niggas tried to
defense for the
sync up.
Jags,
6
they were
numbers
excellent
blotted
a week
those
ago in
numbers.
the win
They
over
playing
Pittsburgh.
big.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape,
Ha-ha moment.
the way they were flying to the football.
And this
So
is
that
how I'm
tells
gonna
me that
end
they've got all their
it. This
assignments
greasy
down,
fat
and they're
bitch
playing
be
with
up here
extreme
selling
confidence.
baby clothes in
Throwing
front of
is
the
Mahomes
abortion
on
clinic.
third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Here's Freiermuth again. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
Hold on.
Now here's
I
Mahomes.
said this round is about to be mad tragic.
That one caught by Rice. And they'll get him
Look like
down
you
as he's inside the
Tried
40.
to do comedy and
The Chiefs have
your
got the
family
passing
told you
game
you was
rolling a
bad
bit.
at it.
And another first down. The Chiefs
Left
at
the
7-1
room crying
now
like
on the year.
he played
And they
Street
come in
Fighter.
off
I
the
picked
extended
Ryu, my
break
little
from the
brother had
bye.
sagged.
And I think it was
About
much
to be a
needed
bag.
as well because
Tag
you
it.
played two and a
You
half
remind
months.
me of one
You
of the
know you're
niggas
ready
that
for
put
some
on
time
white
off in
gloves
order to get
with a
prepared for
top
the home
hat
stretch
and a
and
pair of
catch.
bag
And they
glasses.
looked at the schedule to start the
A
season.
ghetto
I think they
magician
liked
that
where
get
the open
hired
week
for
fell.
kids' parties and
This
bad
defense
magic.
not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has
I'ma
become one
show
of those
you
kind
in
of in
half.
vogue
See?
plays, you know, kind of like the shovel pass was a few years ago.
The only
This
thing
one
left
never
gonna
got
be
off
2
the ground, but
toes,
you
1
understand
knee, and
why
a
a lot of teams are
calf.
running it.
See?
These wide receivers, a lot of
Who you
them,
going
they
for on
run
the
like
Diddy
running
track?
backs with the ball in
I'm
their
going
hands.
for him.
That'll give him 8 that time. They've got a third down and 3. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I
I'ma
think
show
4,000
you
is a
in
given.
half.
I think
See?
5,000 is not out of
Only
the
thing
question
left gonna
if
be
he
2
stays
toes,
healthy.
1 knee, and
An
a
excellent
calf.
job of
See?
finding the opening
Who you
as
going
he's
for
got
in the
this
Diddy
now all
trial?
the way
I'm
down
going
to the
for
22.
calf. See?
It'll go as a gain of
And
10
all
on
my
the Kansas
dogs
City
whistle will
first
come back
down.
to the
If you
home
make
like
the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening
and y'all
drive. They
niggas
didn't
will
get
go
the stop.
crazy.
Yeah, a new set
Like
of
he
downs
performs
now.
some
Now
lyric.
you're worried about,
Just
just as
'cause
you
the nigga
pointed
go
out, not just giving up
on
3,
all of his
possibly
bars,
giving up
not
6.
making lyrics.
Let's see what they decide to do
He
here
be
because
like,
they got
I've
to
been in
change up
prison
what they
more
have been
times than
doing.
all
It
y'all.
hasn't been working.
I've been in jail. Have
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
To Jefferson on the slant. Justin Jefferson.
Understand that I'm a fucking legend.
12 on
Flip the L and that upside
and
down.
the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Shit, we can go 666, flip that upside down, then I'm a triple.
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, nigga, you get us. With a player of his talent,
basically, you have
any opponent to defend,
and you out your mind if you think you're not. Nigga, that's blasphemy. The audacity. I didn't ask for you. Calico called and asked for me. Oh, Charlie, please play around and everybody.
Figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
You want me to take a battle serious? Give me Murder, Mook, or Cassidy. Oh, shit, hold on, time out.
What's up, man?
Time out.
What up, Christian?
Time out, hold on. I forgot. The hitman got Murder, Mook. We got to scratch that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away.
You want to know the difference between
this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
I honestly surpassed that.
Sometimes see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
It is not the same.
There, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Just a rapper full of
I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Damn, I don't even know why you tried.
On first and 10, it's ETN.
I DM'd you on Instagram,
and I'm still waiting before he works it past the 50. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Give it up for Charlie Cliff.
On first down, right back to ETN. And a very determined run there as let's take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
I had to wait till I was matched in size to capture out. This is why I rap a lot, so I can pop out and show niggas how Jack in the Box, how I strategize. I don't just appeal, I advertise. But if I gotta smatter guys and shatter lives, I won't talk or take the lowercase. I capitalize.
Now they got to get ready. It's first
There's
and goal.
goals to be concerned. When you outside, you live and learn. So if I commit a crime, me and the cops is not on
On the
speaking
throw,
terms.
let him too much that
Well, I'm
time.
going to take my ball change.
Incomplete.
How long is this thing? Give us 10 minutes, we'll get you on your way. 10 minutes, get up.
Did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone.
We was taught not to brag.
He's not hit.
Cause in my city, it gets gritty. Niggas always
During
never
film study,
had.
that's one where he's just going to
We
shake his
either
head,
up
not be able
good
to
or
believe
down
it.
bad.
6 points.
And I understand we all struggle to reach the promised land. Just remember paychecks are the shackles of a working man.
Multiple players
So
combined
don't
for their
hurt your
team's first
hand.
sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need
I've
to do is
been
get
left the
pushed
streets
backwards and
alone.
take a sack.
I
But he
paved the
couldn't find
road
anywhere
and
to go with
saved
the football.
curves.
Had to eat it.
But my
Ended
nigga
up on the ground.
Kyle heard my hustle was wild, so he gave me this big bird.
Complete.
Dig,
They do
nerd.
get 8 out of
I
the
hop out the car after the kid
It's
swerved,
4th down.
and even had the long
Patterson
nose
now
with
on for the field goal.
Squidward.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Oh, Solo, when you fuck around with the fuck around, you fuck around and get fucked around. Drive by and be ducking down, so hold out and cut it class. Me and mine's never talk. We pay the cost to be the boss. We have never stolen. We just find things before they lost.
Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? PATs, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take.
I'm still
You really
equipped.
don't want to do that.
We got the same guns bitch, I'm still equipped. Even Chris unbiased the way I'm still equipped.
Just the one
Here's a
misstep for them
moment
in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
This may be rude. Take a look at this dude. Big boy built like a bag of junk food. The most electric. He shot them the plug. The cable's weaponized. Extendo. As long as extension goes. No need to specify what recognize. If you run or you walk, they train to exercise. Being from a Starship Enterprise. 38 specialized. Looking back over the years, church.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And it's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this out to about the 42.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation. He said, here it is, big man.
But that day it wasn't 30.
And the Jags
when I think about O'Reilly,
multiple players combined for their team's
I'm only laughing because at the time to me he wasn't worthy.
Just broke down.
Guess which room I'm in? Are y'all serious?
We always talk about low man
Early in
wins
my
in the
career,
running
I was
game
crowned the
for offensive
legend
lineman
wild
versus
early,
defensive
nigga.
lineman. It's
So
essentially
now
the
I gotta
same thing
turn
in pass
right,
protection.
jump
Get
off the
lower on
turnpike,
defensive lineman so you
and
can keep your
murder
balance
another
and keep
jersey,
him away from
nigga.
your guy trying to throw the football.
But this round gonna earn me more respect because you got me going against a reject. Not only do I slaughter
Coming up
jersey
now on
niggas,
a
but I'm a
2nd
hard
and
killer
15 following that sack.
Fire. Around the time your bitch was hacking sacks, I was best friends with T-Rex. We used to go to Jersey, hop out in the curb and get me and T-Neck. No joking.
Jaguar defense.
No joking.
They enter play ranked 8th
Running an
against the
old
run
school train on
in
her
the
with no
NFL.
choke.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive
Running an
coordinator.
old school
I
train
said
on
to
her
you,
with no choke.
stop me if you've heard
The
this before.
irony of
How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to get the performance.
Running an old school train on her with no choking.
5
The
yards that
irony
time
of
out of the
Jersey nigga got his
scramble.
heart
But now
broken
they're
and
looking at a
heart
4th down
broken.
situation.
Shit was
Jake
getting
Camarda
ran
sent
in.
on now to
And
punt
me
this
and my
away.
niggas put more than our hands in. And if she didn't want to get on video recorded, then why the fuck she smiling on a cam dick?
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard
It's
line.
going crazy right now because they're watching the
flexibility of these
pay-per-view. I'm
punters.
having
Their
it
leg
my
drive,
way.
able to get it
What you know
way
about
up in the
Public
air,
Sunday?
and
Heading
that
to
allows
Atlantic
the punt
City
team
on the
to get
highway.
down there
But you
and
stop
down
in
it
New
inside the
Brunswick
10
to fuck
because
his
they've had
girl
some
on a
time.
Friday. And after I give her that 15 minutes of fame, I'ma send her Uncle
On
Rod
1st
way.
and 10, it's Lawrence. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Y'all wanna know what make that line crazy? It's a city named Rahway in Jersey. You gotta Google that. That's a Google fact. I searched for Solo and click on Solo like a YouTube ad. The gun under this big team. Still going biggity.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This
There's
defense
a
is a
city
difficult
named
one to
Rahway
prepare
in
for. One of
Jersey.
the best in
No
the
lie,
league.
that's a
They'll
Google
come at you
fact.
from
You gotta
all
Google
angles,
that.
and
I
they
was
did a
search
nice
for
job
Solo
there
and click on
stopping him for
Solo
a loss.
like a YouTube ad. The gun
Looking
under
to
this
throw,
big team.
Lawrence.
Still going biggity. Boop back, but I added a scope.
Oh my God.
Nigga, house like Google Maps. My name is Charlie Clips.
Plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. And the same thing happens this time now, too.
I give his bitch nothing but dick when she
Oh
call
my
me.
God, yo.
When she lonely.
And he's going to have
I
a chance
deliver
first
deep on the
down
late
as they
night to the
able to
home.
take the
She
3rd
got my
down
name in her
conversion.
phone saved under Tony's.
Executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
I want to know who's supplying this
Running's going to
stuff.
get him over the
Type of
40
nigga
to
to be with
42.
bitches like I'm going to cash and get with the niggas. I'm siding with Puff.
10-7 our
stupid ass
score
nigga that
after
won't get his
one
glasses
right here on
and
the
then decide to be tough. If I jam the biscuit, it's Planet Fitness, 245 on the
Second
side
down
of
at
the
6 now from the 42.
You know what? I'm so motherfucking weed. Let's bring that bullshit
They'll try the left side with ETN. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now
If I
third
owe you
down.
money, you gay, nigga. Stop pressing the issue.
Lawrence. He's got a target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. About 25 yards on third down. They'll take
My
it.
nigga, if you want your money back,
First
come
and
and see
10
me. But
in
I'm
Chiefs
investing in you.
territory
Matter
at
of
the
fact, I'm not
37-yard
tussling
line.
stupid. I invested a pistol. Now you and your boss
Running out of the
getting
gun with
bad.
ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second
My
down.
nigga, I noticed the whole fucking game. I understand you don't want to hear it. The gun is Bluetooth. I upload this bitch. Everybody behind you can share it.
Yeah, that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35.
What up, though?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
All right, Cal, hit my phone. And you know I'm getting
On third down, Lawrence.
Wow, fake.
That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys,
Nigga, goddamn.
but you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And
Shit,
able to
fake
get
as hell,
inside the
bro.
5 here, just inside the 5 around the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another toe for ETN. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Lawrence to throw. This is
Man, they gonna call roughing the fucking passer. Shit fake as hell, y'all.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they.
And he takes it in.
What the fuck ever, bro?
Jacksonville. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jags go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
That motherfucker's not even getting open, bro.
It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Another inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Butker on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win the division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, Lawrence. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Oh, running back wide open.
Like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we
Bomb.
mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He gets away from one. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
They so fake. They know I slid.
After the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first time.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation, because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it, as they did there.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of it.
Oh, my God. Y'all just making up shit, bro.
Well, Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Meanwhile, Lawrence is taken in by a Conqueror.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time,
whatever you do, don't give up a touchdown.
Because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
And the ball is knocked down, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it.
Oh, it's dumb as hell, bro. I got 2 times. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking, bro.
He gets the points.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now Mahomes. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee. Here's Cam Akers. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
God, bro.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Akers is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense.
They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hold on. Yeah.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now Lawrence.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the right side and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Lawrence. They'll find Okonkwo. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Okonkwo,
46 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Man, I need a fucking D tackle, bro.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and they're right back where they started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly. They're a bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown.
Man, I ain't got time for these goddamn...
That's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And they end up there. Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Oh, my God. What the fuck, yo?
Speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done. And for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
As long as you get positive yards, Cam.
Going right back to Akers. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A couple carries, man.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Come on, Justin, make up for that goddamn drop.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
What I'm talking about.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Jefferson with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Etienne up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's hitting defensively. That was the same case on that play. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage
Can we get an interception, bro?
That time. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
I don't understand this shit, dude.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Short throw taken in by Conqueror. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold?
Bro, y'all done called this shit 3 fucking times.
So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
A good action to this point.
7 tackles.
Quarter, just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. ETN once more.
No! Shit, whatever, man. They cheating like a bitch, bro.
Travis Etienne.
Shit is literally, no matter what you do, it's scripted for them to win
The
this shit.
Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can...
Man, bro, how are you
absolutely have to have.
Oh, God,
Nothing
yo.
better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
How do you keep fucking falling, dude?
For now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the
Okay,
sticks,
man,
whatever
bro.
you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
She built like Cam.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that's when you
6
went to
yards
college
pick
at,
up,
so.
and that's a first down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Get about 400 passing yards, and then...
On the handoff, it's Akers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Oh my God, man! What the fuck?
They couldn't hook up. His time is now running on this 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive
take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking left sideline is complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Oh my God, it's not the fucking play, yo.
Taking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll go backwards. Losing to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Steal.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a give to ETN.
What in the fuck, yo?
Down to the 43.
I just making up shit, dude. It don't matter what formation I'm in.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
Yeah, turnover,
put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Lawrence. A short throw taken in by Concord. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
I don't understand, bro. We ain't got an interception, bro, in like 6 weeks or some shit, yo. Get a fucking interception, dog.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Oh my God, man.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offensive coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue.
How are they ducking all of this shit? God damn, bro, this shit is fake.
Continue to move the ball.
And ETN going to have a
Then when I get some stops, they gonna call roughing the passer.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
Oh my God, man. We losing this shit, bro.
Johnson from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34.
Man, nigga got 50 rushing yards. Yeah, God damn, bro.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A good pickup there, 20 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Chiefs are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Good job, though, by fucking,
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And that last drive was very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go
on you, D.
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is...
Oh, my fucking God. Bro. We ain't winning this shit, dude.
Looks like a run. Try and take play action and throw one deep.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Running out of the gun with ETN. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
Come on, bro.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Please get a stop
Search of
defense.
4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's ETN.
Oh my God, yo!
Nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain.
Bro, that was a sack. Man, he still almost got the fucking first.
Work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Henderson's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan.
Why do they do that bullshit, yo?
Specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Lock in, lock in, lock in.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes firing complete.
400.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice.
I like that.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Mahomes. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Now it's out called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes second down at 5. Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Rice. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Camera's your night. You hot.
Here we go. First and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Mahomes to throw it. And he just checked that one out of bounds on everyone's reach. He's called out to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Mahomes will throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And there was 6 seconds remaining. They're going to burn their final timeout. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Flushed out right.
Damn! I had him open.
Win for Jacksonville. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
And then that's the thing, the crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So for Jacksonville, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Let's see.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
What the fuck, bro?
Strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dawson Knox, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And the numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 19 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Chiefs at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second down and 4. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and they're clearing space.
And this ball...
When this nigga sprain his ACL, bro?
Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. You talk about this Miami defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That'll be caught by Rice. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
What? He ain't gained no yards?
So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes going to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. 4 yards.
You want number 4 yards?
Third down. And he's had great protection back there to throw. Really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
Mahomes now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard.
Oh my
and
God,
that's going to make it fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Field goal.
Kick here is
good.
And on the board, but still trailing 7-3. So both Both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again, it's Achane. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's a short one here, complete.
Cut that fucking ball.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create...
Bro, how all that green, my nigga? What the fuck was that?
It's going to be a long day for the defense.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation...
God damn, yo!
3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
What the fuck, bro? Bro, what the fuck is going on, yo?
Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick that I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at it in order to try and get the upset win.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw completes a Freiermuth. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Pat Freiermuth, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT.
It's a long way with
Take
it,
a 17-14 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown,
can't make this shit up, bro. Cannot make. Oh my God.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I think the guy can't get a turnover, bro. Anybody gonna throw one, I'm gonna be tooling.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not close with that one.
They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Unfucking-believable.
He got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Good job.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options.
Yeah, fucking, bro, like.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
First fucking down, bro.
35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out.
First fucking down.
Moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains?
You're going to have to use everybody a receiver, dude.
I'm throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional,
that's why I invest in them tight ends,
hey,
bro.
Congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now here's a throw that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll go down here at the 12.
Good job, first down.
7 yards there and a first
down. Are we even the harvest not promised me? Take back what the devil has done to me.
We can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field, and I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Devon Achane and the offense ready to go once again. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think
all we can do is now just try to get a lead.
First down, too.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Touchdown, Dolphins.
I have no idea what's going on.
Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right side.
Yo.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Good job, fellas.
He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling.
Man, we need about 50. We're going to need about 50 points in this shit.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
Excellent.
Just a few inches left.
Excellent.
Handoff now for Pacheco.
Good job.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the
how you tired, fam?
touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Oh, man, I had to do wide open tight end.
Second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
On second down, here's Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time. And
I'm glad he sacked me. I'm going to throw a pick, probably.
Phillips, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Don't tell me Justin Jefferson out for the rest of the season, bro.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up a throw. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Hey, I'm going to give him a lot of time.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Pacheco. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation.
Do that.
And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's nope.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mahomes.
Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down.
You got 6.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play. And let's get this one in.
Extra point by Butker.
You don't want to keep that win, bro.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
How is this happening, dude? This shit cannot be all Madden, bro. Man, bro, I'm gonna have to check the settings on something, bro. All these fucking one-play touchdowns. God damn, bro.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75.
This shit fake as hell, bro. That's a lockdown quarter.
Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start.
All right, bye-bye.
KC's offense ready to take over. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
No lie.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size.
6 receptions, 50 yards.
But still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a run with Akers on.
Good job, Cam.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. They'll go again here with Akers to about the 40-yard line.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He'll buy some time right. A poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Tua now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Run, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Oh, I needed that.
There is his guys will get the football back. And now, meanwhile, after the touchdowns on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defense in front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30...
They got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this game
Fucking man, we're going for 500 passing yards.
Teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On first down, Mahomes. A short one there to Freiermuth. And past the 35, where he dropped a yard or two shot.
All for the 500, man. It's got me fucked up.
It's better than 40 yards total.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
There we go.
Try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run here with Pacheco. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
All y'all do is get fumbles, man. I don't understand why we can't get no goddamn interceptions.
They need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I need some ball hawking safeties, bro.
Guys here, 2 and a Waddle for the Miami first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Another catch there for Waddle. And
that's crazy.
Down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled
Come on, Fitzpatrick.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
Oh my God!
And it's picked up by the
That's all y'all do is fumbles, man.
And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they'll get him down.
Ball's right there.
Up of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to run
Balls up.
The final play of the 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end Firemouth. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rasheed Rice, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle.
Oh, close.
Up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Tackle man can't get no pass.
To drive 20 big ones and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory.
Oh, how does this nigga not?
It feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be brought down for first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, they put their defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They control this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in.
I'm trying to D-tackle do something.
But they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
That's upheld. Are you serious, man?
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The two are going to try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 3rd down and 13. Now Mahomes. Throw left side.
How the fuck you miss your block?
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him.
Oh, my God, bro.
But he finds ways.
I'm losing all my niggas.
That's a really crafty receiver.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's taken down. A cheap shot.
Leo Chanel
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
My nigga, that was a sack, yo!
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Tua going to throw.
Bro, y'all niggas.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it.
Oh my God, bro. I'm checking the settings, bro. It's something literally not right, bro. Turning some shit down, bro. All these shit is not fucking real, dude.
They do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess,
all the interceptions I done thrown, they ain't throwing no fucking interceptions.
Into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2nd and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back at the 41-yard line. Jalen Carter. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He sets to fire deep.
Oh my God.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
I don't understand, like, what?
There, 30 yards.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get
this shit is fake as hell, bro.
So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching.
Oh, god damn, Pat!
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Man, just get 50 rushing yards, bro.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's under that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I can be in that huddle with that offensive line.
I need better to get that hunch up.
If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football.
My nigga, come on.
Let's go.
Their time to shine.
Oh, man.
Touchdown, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Man, listen.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage.
Let's go, Cam.
An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the run that should seal the victory. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Back to throw, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Caught on the slant. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And this one incomplete. So they look for the 2, they don't get it. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And the returning run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Almost got a $150. Damn, there's always something with these motherfuckers, man. ass.